Hi ladies, I wanted to do a quick video of how to use our mineral pigment, the loose eyeshadows. So I'm just going to get started right away. So I'm going to start by using our eye primer. So just do a little bit of this, pat it on. And so I like this that it is kind of a foundation color to begin with. And it helps get away any of those veins that we have in our eyes. Anything, and it gives it, so, you know, any weird lines that we have. And it gives it a stickier, sticky foundation for our eyeshadows to stick to. So we put that on, pat it in. Okay, so now I'm going to start with, it doesn't matter what brush, I'm going to start with a little bit, actually which one do I want to start with? I'm going to start with our purple here. So this is what they look like. I'm going to use this purple color. I'm just going to put some in the lid. Just a little bit in the lid, like that. And I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. Over here, I'm going to wet my brush, pat it off. And I like to do our pigments wet because I feel like they, this way they don't fall on my face when I'm putting them on. And I feel like they give a brighter color. So I'm going to take this purple and I'm just going to start by putting it on my eyelid. So you can see that this is a very bright, vibrant color. And this purple color is Regal, is the color. So I'm going to start doing this. We're just going to pat it on there. Let me get my brush a little bit more wet. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. And don't worry about how abrupt your line is because we are going to fix that at the end. I just want to make sure I have it all on. And put it all on. Okay, so that's Regal. And you could blend out the edges and just stop right here and leave it like this. But what I'm going to do is use Awestruck. So this is Awestruck in the blue. I have a little bit in my cap here. Looks like a lot actually in my cap when I just showed you. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to take that same brush that I had. I'm just going to rinse it off here in my water. I'm just rinsing it off so I have a clean brush. And I'm going to pat it off again. I'm patting it off here. And then I'm going to take our Awestruck, which is the blue color. Which is the blue color. It's pretty blue. And I'm just going to start by coming down right here and blending it in. Okay, and do the same thing on this side. So both Regal, which is the purple, and Awestruck, which is this blue, are very vibrant colors. And you can do these dry or wet. Wet, you're going to get a little bit more of a vibrant color. I definitely recommend the rose water for wetting it instead of just water. You will get an amazingly brighter color. So I'm just kind of, you know, patting this on here pretty pretty thick here. It's going to come up just a smidge. And if, when you're putting these on, if you get the color to be too dark, where it's too vibrant, you don't want that dark, just wait for the pigments to dry. If you're playing them with a wet brush, wait for them to dry, and then you can always come back and blend them out. So I'm actually going to take a little bit more of the Regal and just pat back in right here again. And now what I'm going to do is, in my Regal again, I'm going to take a dry brush. So this brush is dry, I'm just going to pat it off. I'm going to take this, and now I'm just going to blend and kind of break up that harsh line, because I don't want the line so harsh right here. So do that. You can blend in this if you don't like how dark that is. Okay. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take, this is Giddy. So Giddy is a kind of an orange color. You can kind of see it in there. And with Giddy, I'm going to take, what brush didn't I use here? Okay, I'm trying to find a dry brush here. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to fill in this top here. Just kind of just a transition color. And just fill it in. And you'll also notice, probably should have mentioned this earlier, one brow is different than the other. I was going to show you guys at the beginning of the video, but I'll do it at the very end. So now I have my color. I am going to take palette number 4. I like to use this one as my liner. So here's my liner brush. So I just get it a little bit wet. And the rose water works amazing to do this. So I'm going to take, in palette number 4, I'm going to use Triumphant. And I am just going to pull on my eye, even though you're not supposed to, and apply a thin line. I need a little bit more wet, I'm sorry. Alright, now I'll do the other eye. Not sure how well this is showing up for you guys on the video, but it really is lining it. Okay, so now they're lined. And naturally, normally I would, at the end now, I would do my mascara, but I still have my mascara on from earlier today, so that's it. I'm not going to add that. The only thing I am going to do though is I am going to take my brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that Regal again, the purple color, and I'm just going to bring it underneath my eye here. Kind of make it all go together. Just a little bit underneath my eye. Just like that. And that would be Regal and Awestruck. Now, to show you my eyebrow. So what I do is I take this end, brush it all up, kind of put it there. So this is the Younique eyebrow liner in medium, and I basically just draw in my eyebrow. Sorry, helps if I put it up here. All right. So I draw in my eyebrow. I try to follow my natural brow shape. Fill this in a little bit, and then I do the bottom as well. And pull it down. And then just fill it in. Do little up and down movements here. And then the other thing I do, after I have it pretty much filled in, is I take number 4 again, and I use my liner brush, the same brush I used to do my eyeliner. I'm going to wipe it off real quick. And then I mix Brave, which is Brave, and Triumphant. So I do that, and I just fill them in. Little pats, little strokes. And fill them in. Pull this down a little bit, pull this down a little bit. Try to even them out. Just like that. All I do, go back with the liner, brush them, just like that. Let's step back here and see if you guys can get a better idea. So that's the finished look. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, ladies.